What up? What up? It's your boy Rawway, aka the Big Homie from the Rawway Show podcast. Uh, Conversations with Raw. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Paul Clark and our special guest host tap in with us. Hopefully. Oh, I'm coming in today though. I really ain't gonna hold y'all that long. But I'm stepping in today to ask y'all one question. Well, a couple of questions, but to ask you a question. How are y'all feeling about our president's first 2 weeks in office? Hold on. You don't have to, hey, don't beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Don't. I'm just playing. But it's been a doozy to me. I think a lot of things are going crazy. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of different ways people feel about a lot of different things. I know some things are for the worse from a poor standpoint. From a rich standpoint, it's probably for a lot of stuff is for the best, because it really don't even matter to a certain point when you are at the bottom of the totem pole. So there's no situations being made up. I mean, even though they blow it up, the smoke up our asses and make us think something may come out of this for the little man and little women and little families. Do we know that? We don't know that. And we usually don't know it until the hammer drops. You know what I'm saying? So we already, with inflation and all the things that's been going on. I mean, your gas has been down a little bit, but I mean, they've been playing games with that all our lives. The ups and downs of that. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of who mad at each other this week, or a couple of shakings of hands, and the gas will go down or the gas will go up. So if you piss me off, oh yeah, your gas is gonna cost more per barrel. Or is that just motherfuckers lining their pockets? I think it's that more than anything. Because, you know, if we're allowed to do this, we'll kick you out. And who am I to say I won't take a payment? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying me personally. I'm just speaking about the people that over the people. So I was saying, I'm thinking, is Trump's change going to help Americans, or is it going to take us back to the days of Jim Crow? Because a lot of stuff that I've been hearing Donald Trump speak about has been double-edged. It's been like, yeah, I'm going to do this. Yes, it's going to be better than ever. The best. You mark it. Watch. You'll see. But then at the same time, he's creating havoc and chaos along as far as the tariffs, as far as taking back equal opportunity to where people can be down with it or not, and so many other things. The immigrants, excuse me, this world, America is all immigrants, even down to the whitest of white people. They're all immigrants. Everybody's lineage is immigration. Is that a word? We all immigrants, man. And it's something that I saw the other day. I seen a reel. I don't know what the woman was. She was definitely biracial, but I don't know if she was black and white or black and Mexicans or white Mexican. I don't know. She was a beautiful woman, and she was just speaking about. I thought their numbers were bigger, but I guess I'm wrong. She was speaking about actually the number of white people. I can't remember if it was how many. Oh, excuse me. That's crazy that I'm yawning now that I'm on camera, but I don't know if she was speaking about how many white people it is in America or the world, but I would imagine in America, because Europe is full of pink booties. You know what I'm saying? But in America, they're only 7%. Well, she said 7% of white people make up population. And the blacks are like 13% population. With that being said, with all the crap that's going on, Donald Trump, everything that's been going on, they're outnumbered. But the problem is, to me, is how are we still a slave to the system when they are outnumbered? So they done figured out a way to trick us mentally into being slaved within our own minds, when all we got to do is see the light and come together and change the narrative. Because as you see, they say it's his story, not their story, our story, his story. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel about that. If y'all got anything y'all feel about that, I'm checking the comments. I don't see nobody yet. But if y'all feel any kind of way about that, leave us something in the comment. It'll be dope. You know, I don't mind about. And we can converse about that. Because the tariffs alone, that could be because you know, as a businessman, you could look at the tariffs situation in a couple of different ways, to where if they don't negotiate, then it could just be made in America. Now that's something different. You know what I mean? If y'all gonna make it in y'all country and then we have to come in on it later, you know what I'm saying? And we got to buy it from y'all. We need some act right. We need some get right. We need it to go the way we want it to go. We don't want it to go how y'all want it to go. We need to create our own narrative. But if that's the case, then we'll do it ourselves and cut everybody out. And y'all sell that to somebody else if they want it. 2, immigrants been here for, like I said, the world is a melting pot. So if anybody has been capitalizing off it, America has definitely capitalized off immigrants. So, but I do see them speaking about people that are coming in and being killers and different things like that, and drug, you know, just the bad people. There's bad people in every society, in every country and all that. And they're just trying to make sure they can keep out the worst of the people and try to let the good people in that want to come in and work and build their families and be good, abiding citizens. So I'm torn between those. And I just think we need to keep our eyes open. And I think we all need to actually come together and create something as a whole, as a Black people. And so many Black people, because when we get to dipping our sticks and having sex and different things like that, you create another, it might only be a half a Black person, but it's still another Black person. So just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Black people do need to get right. What's up, Keys Mobile? I think Black people need to really, you know, excuse my language, grab their balls if you're a man, and go on some strong shit. And do what they're supposed to do. I'm glad he's doing that too, but I hope it's for the right reasons. I hope it's not for just him, because it's supposed to be about the people. It's not about the individual. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that can be the case, because we need the love that we're supposed to get. And I ain't gonna say love. We need to be able to be in a position to grow, because without us, nothing really is working. We've created everything that makes our world work like it works now. Man, I could count, and just like I'm sure you all can count, limitless patents and different things people have came up with to make our life for real. From the it's always about the people. So yeah. Trump, he makes it a lot about it. You know, he gets to thinking about stuff as a businessman. And I think that's what's good to an extent, to a point. But I don't think it's great. It's not going to work for the whole thing, because as a businessman, you're thinking about the corporation. The whole country is, I think the country is a Ponzi scheme, it seems like to me, because where is all this money and all these different things going to where they say we have a, how high we have a high debt and all these things to who we owe and owe and all that. Man, we print the money. How you owe somebody when you print the money? I don't know. But I'm gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all like anything, I mean, just leave a message and you're right. Anybody with that much power is going to be tempted. Why one man should have all that power? They should. And it's and from the things that I know from that I've spoken about from the past, where there's always somebody bigger than the person you see in front of you, behind the person or the people behind the person. Um, I just wonder, what do they say? Are they clapping or are they just like, go boy, get them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Also, y'all, this is just stuff I was going through the that's just stuff I was going through. Just on my mind, I wanted to talk a little bit about this week. It's not a big deal. It's all a big deal because it's our world. But I see that a post came out about Kanye West reclaiming billionaire status, and did you think he's back to that from um, what he showed us, like him showing us the system from what he was trying to show from before, like, because that's what they did. They take it from you and give it to you, and then you figure out a way to get it back. Because, like I said, even the Yeezy sneaker is a black man's idea that the white people came in and took to get next to it and be a part of it. Thought they was gonna rape him for it. Didn't get to. Didn't get to. All right, Keys Mobile. And I was on here. I was talking about the raw opinion for the day. What do Black History Month mean to you? To me, Black History Month, I have no real feeling towards Black History Month in reality because it's been taken away from us. I haven't never seen any real promotion for Black History Month. Like even in March, they come out with the Shamrock Shake. You know what I'm saying? They don't really do nothing for Black History Month. So I don't know how I feel about Black History Month. To me, it's Black History Month all the time because it's Black people trying to make history, but he is still keeping it down to where we can't be seen or heard. The lights are dim. We need to click up and keep that light shining bright. But put it in the comments. I just want to know how y'all feel. What do Black History Month, the raw opinion, what do Black History Month mean to you? Leave it in the comments. We're going to talk about it on the Raw Show podcast. And I also wanted to ask y'all what y'all think about Big Meech hanging out with, I know I said something about it earlier this week, but what y'all thinking about Big Meech taking pics hanging out with Rick Ross? I know that don't look right, but do it look right? Because he's really allegedly set up somebody to get out of jail. So they're like one for one. But how do you set up somebody under the boss to get the boss out of jail. I don't know. What y'all think about that? Now he hanging with Rick Ross, the CO, ex CO, ex. Now the informant and the CO. I know 50 is livid. Let me know how y'all feel, man. Tap in with us. It's the Raw Show podcast. Hold on. Let me see who I got. Is this Nikki Millions? Look at
What's
this lady.
that?
Hey, beautiful. Hey,
What's
beautiful. How are you?
I am good. I am great. I can't complain, won't complain.
I know that's right. You can't. Just too good going over there. I was just on here chopping it up a little bit, just asking people a few questions before I banged out about how they felt about it. How did they feel about our president's first 2 weeks in office? How you feel about it?
What was the replies?
I got some black people need to get right. Somebody Keys Mobile said they glad Trump is cleaning house.
Okay. Did they vote for Trump?
I didn't ask them that. I just was asking them how do they. I didn't want to make it so individual.
Political.
Yeah, I just want to
Right.
know how do they feel about it because a lot of that stuff don't really trickle down to us to a point. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really making certain types of moves from that place up there at the presidential level, we need to pay attention to our state legislation and our city legislation when it get down to a certain type of money. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the things he been doing and trying to do, you know what I'm saying? I just wonder what people, because people don't have that understanding, state legislation, city legislation. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think vote, vote, vote. They don't give a damn about your vote. It's already said who's gonna be who when it's going down.
That part. That part.
Yeah.
That
So
part.
that's why I always ask, well, what do you think? Not what do who'd you vote for? Because it doesn't matter at that point. But it does matter in your state, in your city.
It does. It does, unfortunately, but it does.
But he been doing a lot of crazy stuff, like with the terrorists, putting terrorists on states, on countries, and I know that could be a thing because that puts prices higher on things that we get from other people from imported goods and things like that. And I was also thinking that maybe it could be good or bad depending on what we're trying to get out of it. Could it be when he say make America good again? Could it be that um, to get these things made back in America again?
I'll say it
Maybe,
forces us to buy American products, right?
yeah.
Right.
Or are we bullying as usual? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said. You know what I mean? I really don't get much into politics or religion,
Right.
because it could be a debate. It could go on for hours
For
and days
hours.
and years and months.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
But
why
that
I asked the
makes sense.
natural. Yeah.
That
So
makes
would
sense.
so I just think, that's why I put them in the comments, told them go to the comments, see what we come up with. And if a discussion can be had. Because is he showing out or is he showing us up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I watched a documentary on Trump, right? And for me, I'm more of a spiritual individual.
Right. Okay.
So, I think that he definitely he lives on a different type of playing field. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's just going off a straight self,
And
you
I
know.
think I could dig that. Because because when you think about a lot of stuff he's done in the past, where they speak about him being racial, racist, and all these things like that, but then some of the things that he has done for black leaders and the black community coming up and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Some people don't even know some of the things he did. Now, I'm not a Trump advocate, but I'm not against the possibilities of the possibility. You know
Now,
what I'm
I mean,
saying?
is it money
Because don't nobody
motivated?
know. What, Trump?
Yeah, like the things that he did for us,
He's
as
always
you
money
know.
motivated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like is
I
it
think
for us or is it money motivated? Like I know he can
right,
get money, right? I'm about getting
right,
money.
right,
So some
right.
things I'm like, let's get this money, right? But is it
Exactly.
gonna hurt us in the end? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Is he really looking out for us? And at the end of the day, I think we have no say so, really. Our opinion really doesn't matter. You know what I
right,
mean? Even though we
right,
didn't vote for him. I mean, I
right.
didn't vote for him. Let me say that. I'm
I
sorry.
think Paul Clark voted for
Oh, Paul did?
him. Paul,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
think, and I think I didn't. Um, in actuality, I didn't vote for neither one of them. I still
For
voted.
Kamala?
I didn't vote for Kamala either
Okay. Okay, that's
because
fair.
I didn't like what neither side had to say for me personally because I don't think that they're going to help me. When I look back in my life and see as many presidents as we have, I don't see anything that has happened that really actually helped me in my life on the president platform, trickling down.
That's
I don't
why
see
I don't
anything.
get into politics.
Right,
I don't.
right,
I
and a lot of
don't.
people get in
Did vote
political
because I know
conversations.
that you know, to be able to have a voice, I had to say that I voted. You know what I mean? Because there's
Right,
so many people that didn't vote that, they can't say nothing.
right.
But at the end of the day, this stuff is so uh, the century old, like we don't have no say so.
We don't. We
Our
don't.
vote, I don't know how much it really mattered.
And
You know
if
what
we
I'm saying?
if we actually got some organization together, we would have a lot to say. And we don't stick together in that aspect because nobody wants nobody to be in charge, but somebody has to be in charge
What they
to
say,
make
there's a
it
lot
work.
of chiefs, but not enough Indians.
Exactly.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody want to be a chief, and don't nobody want to be an Indian.
And the only way to be a chief is to be an Indian first. You know what I mean?
First and foremost,
You gotta scramble before you can give an order. You get before you give an order,
listen.
and
And
it's
I
just
only
crazy.
I only submit to proper leadership. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't submitting unless it's proper.
Right,
So you could say you are
right. Because
Indian
I
or
follow.
chief or whatever. You up?
Yeah,
You said
I
what?
follow if
If it's
I'll
proper.
follow behind what I think is right. If you on the right
Right.
path, but if I can't get behind what you on, I'm not with it. Like, and we have to discuss. We will have to discuss it. And if we can't come to a comment, then I would respectively bow out and let you do what you're doing. But at the same time, if it's true and it's about the right reasons and the right things, ain't no reason why not to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And only thing people really falling behind Trump about is when he gave up the $1,400 checks and a little bit of money in the street, and it
That's
looked
a
like there was a
lack
little bit of money
mindset.
there.
That's a lack
That's a black. That's
mindset.
a state. Yeah, that's
$1,400.
the
Like
state mentality.
what we gonna do with that? But some
Nothing.
people needed it. Were we
Some,
grateful? I mean, I'm gonna always be
well, I wish
grateful,
I
but
got mine because I still ain't got mine. I
I
ain't
don't
got
know if I
mine. Let me
got
know.
mine
So,
either. I'm an
yeah,
entrepreneur, so I don't get a paycheck. So I don't know if I got mine either, low key.
exactly. All that and some.
It's a lot. It's a lot. All
So
we could
also,
do is pray.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I said all we
What you
could do
say?
is pray.
That's it. And look at your city and state legislation.
That's more than what I want to do. But you go ahead. You looked at it. What about it? What you got from it?
No, I just said that those are the places that'll help you in your city or state better than trying to deal with what's going on in the presidential election.
Yeah.
You'll get a better idea of what's going on and what actually is going to be happening amongst you and your people. It's not necessarily going to be great for you, but you'll have a better understanding because when it comes to presidential shit, it usually stretched out and it'll end up working. And by the time the next president comes in
Well,
play,
the Bible says, for lack of knowledge, you shall perish, right? So I always
exactly.
tell people, educate yourself,
Yeah,
regardless. Know what's
Exactly.
going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, you have to.
Period. Don't be ignorant. So
So
when
with
it's
that
brought
being
to
said,
you, at least know.
yeah. So with that being said, and we can bang out after this. It's February, right? It's
Black
Black History
History Month.
Month. Right. Inauguration and what? Black History, but right added Black History Month, all that. The raw opinion is something that we always do on the show that I'm putting out now. So when Sunday comes, it'll be, we could discuss it. We could discuss it now too. What do Black history mean to you?
Whew. Black history means to me just our ancestors, what they had to go through, just being educated and knowledgeable about how we got to where we are today if it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? I personally, though, I don't go back into like being angry about the lynchings and all that type of stuff. It happened, yes, it did. But me being angry about it doesn't help us. You know what I'm saying? But to be
Right,
knowledgeable about it and educating myself and telling people about what our ancestors did to help us in modern day is what's important to me.
right.
You know?
That's dope.
So,
Because
yeah.
like it's what I do like today, as in today's time. One of the good things about social media that's been coming with social media, as they train our brains to not think like we used to, but we do see a lot of information coming to us at a time, like through reels and posts and different things like that. So we are training the like a processor to process information. We're not necessarily known now to hold it, but we are known to process it. And one of the things, and I'm one of those people that do hold a lot of information. And the thing to me the most is how I see how much of the stories that they were giving us growing up isn't our story. How much through Black history, his story is Black history. You know what I'm saying? And it's like crazy how much so many inventors have invented the way we live, the way we see, the way we hear, the way we talk, our air conditioning, our everything that is comfortable to our
Electric,
everybody,
liquors, we got
everything,
brandies that was
everything,
made that we eat, you know.
everything. It's crazy that when we were kids and they was barely giving us any day, any conversation in February, barely wanting to let us have Martin Luther King Day in January. But you know what I mean? And remember, it used to be like Martin Luther King Day be on that day, but we wouldn't be out of school until another day, like it'd be a different Monday of the week or some shit like that. But it just bugs me out how it's hard for me to be like, I don't know what it mean to me because now I'm just now realizing what it is
The
because
truth.
we had no
The
history.
truth. Yeah, the truth.
Yeah,
Fact. We are
we had
more, today we have more facts. We have resources to back up what was, was really going on. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
But it's up
and
to us
then
to
like
educate ourselves to really even see it and know it and teach others about it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because it,
because
it happened.
I always thought that I knew some shit. You know what I mean? And get into something like, yeah, man, like yeah. But it's like wow. It's just it's remarkable. It's not because I know remarkable people and it's just they just wear it. You know what I mean? Like you yourself, you're educated, you're a professional in many times over in different things. You have different degrees. I don't see you not having that. Like when I meet you as a person and your personality, I can see that glowing on you. You know what I mean? Like you don't carry yourself in the way that no, yes, sir. I don't know what you know what I mean. Like you carry it because you have it, and we do that. Even in them days, we carried it that way. In the old, in the slave days and different times of life coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that we in our mental state being kept down, and now seeing that it's less white people in the world than black people, that it's
Look,
just
powerful black people.
powerful black people.
Powerful
And
black
once we
people.
realize we have a power, and I don't know how long that's going to take, or who's going to have to say, "Hey, let's click up," because we should be clicked up. We should be clicked up some way, shape, or
Right.
form. But it's so
Right.
many, you would think it's so many. We don't trust each other, so but we'll
Well,
trust
again, it's
somebody,
lack
a
of
white dude.
knowledge. It's lack of
Yeah,
knowledge. And again, it's lack of knowing self. If you know the
right,
power that you possess within yourself, then that alone would, take off and take precedence on whatever else is going on. You know what I'm saying? I tell
yeah,
people, you can't treat me any less than how I treat myself. I've
right,
educated myself. I've studied myself, my gifts, my talents, to know who I am. I know who I am today. And I don't
right,
care who you are, you're not gonna talk to me any less than who I am. And I
right.
treat people accordingly. I treat people
Because
the
people
way
show,
I want to
yeah,
be treated. You know
and
what I
people show you
mean?
how they want to be treated real quick
Yeah.
too. They will, yeah.
But they
Jewels, definitely dropping jewels. I
trying
appreciate
to.
you coming through, kicking it with me for a few minutes. But
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I was supposed to be there yesterday, but I wasn't feeling well. I was
but
actually, yeah, asleep because
we got
I wasn't
we got
feeling well.
more roads to pavement. We got more gold bricks to lay.
Listen, I'm ready. I'm here for it. I'm called for it. And
Nikki Millions.
I'm being obedient. I'm being obedient to what God has for me.
Word. That's what's up. Paul Clark ain't pop in on us, but we're gonna pop up on him. And I'm glad you stopped through. I'm glad to see you smiling, and
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I thank you for your platform. You know what I
thank you.
mean?
Thank
When
you
God
for
put it on
coming.
my heart, you're one of the people that came up. I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just getting out here. You're a talented individual. I see
Thank you.
great things for you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very
We
much.
go way back. We go way, way back. You
Hard
know what
man.
I'm saying? So,
I told my mom about you. Like, guess what?
so
All right. It's all good. I appreciate you. Tap in.
absolutely.
All right, babe.
Absolutely. Thank
This has been the
you.
Broadway Show podcast with Rawway and Paul Clark. And today, Nikki Millions stopped through to give us some love. Conversations with Rawway. Yo, we'll be at y'all. Holla back.
Holla.
Peace.